Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Truthful Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
We're going to talk about Matthios Arcangelo, who was unalived in the wicked city of Edmonton in the racist province of Alberta on June 29th. Take a look.
In late June, Arcangelo's vehicle rolled over on an Edmonton highway. Police say he fled and they began a search. Security video shows the 28-year-old walking through a nearby neighborhood when a police vehicle approaches. Arcangelo puts his arms up, and it appears there's something in his hands. There's no audio on the video. We see Arcangelo move forward. That's when the officer shoots him. Their encounter, roughly 1 minute. Arcangelo later died in hospital. The family's lawyer says Arcangelo may have been carrying a utility knife.
He's holding it, showing it to the officer. From the point where he got out of the vehicle with his gun drawn, everything that officer did was wrong and illegal.
When other officers arrive, they first pass by Arcangelo's body and later approach him with guns drawn. First aid was given minutes later.
Once the situation is under control, officers must request the attendance of EMS and attend to preservation of life as appropriate. Absolutely clear breach of policy.
So as you heard, his vehicle rolled over. He took off. There was a call that was sent to the police officers. They were dispatched. They went looking for him. They found him. And although there's no audio, what reports are saying is that he was carrying what seemed to be a utility knife. And his family has confirmed that he uses that utility knife for his job. You see him walking forward. He took one step forward and then he was shot. He had his arms up in the air. There was no aggressive force in the way that he was moving forward. As far as I'm concerned, usually when police come out of their car and they draw their gun, they say, put your hands up. And they do say, walk towards me slowly. Or sometimes they say, walk towards me slowly, turn around, and put your hands behind your back. But they start by saying, walk towards me. So it looked to me like that's what he was doing. And then he was shot. So many other things did not go well and look right, in my opinion. So he was shot. He was on the ground. He was left there on the street for 2 minutes before the police finally approached him. And as you can see, another police car came and they just walked by him. And then they finally came back over with their guns drawn. They then turned him over onto his stomach and cuffed him. It took another 9 minutes for the EMS to arrive. In between that time, his life could have been saved if they had followed the right protocol, which was to immediately call the EMS. That's the first problem. There was no justification for using lethal force. He was not a threat. I have seen white men do way worse. I've seen white men charge at these police officers, and you know what they do? They back up. Some of them even run back to their car. They do not just load off their gun on them. But with the black man, again, in the racist city of Edmonton, he was a threat before he even had a chance. He could have done the wrong thing or the right thing. He did not stand a chance. This was a straight up execution of a black man by racist police officers. Now they are investigating, and his family has retained an attorney, and they are suing the police officers. I hope that they are awarded a lot of money. And I hope that these police officers lose their jobs, because they have no business being out here to serve and protect, because that's certainly not what they're doing when it comes to our brothers. So as I said, this happened on June 29th. We are well into July, approaching the end of July and into the beginning of August, and there has been no new news. They are still investigating, which is what is always the narrative, and then it takes forever to get to the bottom of it, because there's a lot of cover-ups that happen and a lot of lies that are told. And without the audio, we can only go based on what we're seeing and their word. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content. Also download the African Diaspora News app. You can grab it at the Google or Apple store, or head over to africandiasporanews.org and grab it there. You'll have access to content you won't see here or anywhere else. So you want to grab that app. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, EA Public Relations. Until next time, please be safe, everyone.